Yeah. Back with another video, baby. If you know, you know. Anywho, today, Journey to Foundation. This is definitely a game that I want to love so much. And in essence, I do love this game, but I can't turn a blind eye to every miss that was made. And even though that sounds the way it sounds, this ain't about hating on the game, bro. This is about I'm a person who actually played this game, and I'm a person who still believes in this game. I still believe in these people that made this game. You know what I'm saying? I believe that another try could be made, which is an argument I would have for tons of VR games. I built so much hype up for this game, along with Vampire the Masquerade Justice, which we'll talk about another time. Don't worry, of course we will. But anywho, I built up so much hype for this game just off of learning what it was, dude. Before seeing anything, when I learned that this was based off Foundation by Isaac Asimov, like I didn't know who that was. I didn't know what that was. It gave me lore to jump into. And you don't get that with VR a lot of times, man. That is one of my favorite things, is seeing a VR game come out of an IP that's already existing. Do Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, still one of the best ones. I even liked Walking Dead Onslaught. This one definitely spoke to me in a different way, though. As soon as I saw dialogue-heavy, space-faring adventure, again, I can admit that I may have built up more hype and more excitement than what they were able to do. I do understand that VR is a lot more difficult than flat screen games. It's a lot more difficult to add certain things that could be seen as quality of life adjustments at this point, like a full body physics inside the game. And usually when I'm talking about physics inside the game, what I'm gonna mean, and what I mean right now, is like collision with the enemies. The enemies do not have a sense of physicality in this game at all. Even to the point where whenever you shoot them, they dissolve into like space dust. Which isn't terrible. It's a kind of cool effect. But you know, I like to be able to push them down, or, you know, punch them, grab them by the arm, and flip. If you know me, if you see me playing games, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. That John Wick shit, we know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to do that on every game with guns. I'm gonna say it. Every time I talk about a game with guns, we can go ahead and get it out the way, bro. I'm talking about that to all VR creators, bro. If I have a gun and I got hands, I'm trying to be able to grab the enemies and toss their ass around. Yeah, I mean, just like in the Stride Ramblview, what I was talking about, man. It's a VR game. I'm in the game. Even if I don't have a full body, I'm still the hands, you know, I'm still the face. I'm in there. And what I would do is grab the enemies and beat their ass up. You know what I mean? Because I got hands. And also, man, like, I would love to be able to pick things up, just random stuff, always. They've got a few things in this game, like they've got like collectibles and stuff, or basically like little data things you pick up and read mostly, but I want, you know, coffee cups and weird space things because we're out in space. But that does bring me to one of my main gripes with this game, which is outside of the dialogue.
Find out what he's hiding.
Everything kind of falls flat. Besides, okay. Outside of the dialogue and art direction, the art direction's gorgeous, and some of the gestures you get to do, that's really cool. I wish more VR games would do that too, like the gestures that the NPCs do, and then you gotta do them back right.
Great work.
And of course, I enjoy like a diegetic UI, which, you know, you've got your health and your metallic ability on your arms. You've got a couple of tools on your arms. There's like the little gun chips that you get later on. Those are really cool. It's a dope idea. I'm not the biggest fan of like the one gun is every gun, which I would guess is probably another money-saving thing or something, but just a guess. I don't know. I'm not too big a fan of it. Like, I didn't like it even in Half-Life Alyx. It bugged the crap out of me. Every gun was one-handed. Come on, man. I could also guess maybe it's like an accessibility thing, but it'd be nice for those to have a choice, you know? But that's for other games, because that's not the main point of this game. The combat's not even the main point of this game. It shows. It does show. But even to like the climbing, the puzzle solving, you can't see it, but there were finger quotes. The puzzle solving, right? It's all such a far level down from the attention paid to the dialogue, even though this game also is one of those games where they touted, oh, your decisions change the game, but in my opinion, the problem with saying that is that it does not change the game usually. It changes a section. Of course, you can be quote-unquote good or bad, similar to Mass Effect, Renegade, or Paragon, which I do feel like is part of what hyped me for this game so much. I saw a Mass Effect like in VR when I first saw this game and saw the dialogue, and of course they do have Jennifer Hale in here, killing it in her role, of course, because how could she not, bro? Actually, everyone did a great job in their roles on this game. The voice acting, pretty damn good. Especially on a VR game, pretty damn good. With that being said, this one really fires on all cylinders when you're engaged in the conversations, using the in-game gestures and the mentalic abilities all together. Of course, the mentalic abilities are like a telepathic type of power that allows you to read and manipulate people's minds and emotions. It could have definitely used some more exploration. It's a pretty cool idea. Also, in a very cool use of the PSVR 2's eye tracking here, you use your gaze to select options in the conversations, which, if you're like me, frees you up for your little hand movement role playing while you're having combos with the NPCs. Matter of fact, if you watch my videos, first of all, dude, thanks. Second of all, you know I stay giving these little recommendations, and this is my one for this. If I haven't before, or if I have before, dude, I'm telling you, move your hands around the way like you would talk and stuff, and it will immerse you further into VR games, dude. That is why I love VR games that have dialogue so much from my character, even if I don't get to choose the voice. It is so fun to just role play a little bit extra. Move your hands around, move your head around, like you can, you know, nod, shake your head, all that, dude. It's so much fun. Just try it, come back and tell me that shit was fun, because you know that shit is fun. Why would I lie? And like I said before, like, I know VR game development is difficult and expensive, but even with all that, and even with all the VR studios getting shut down and everything, which does happen because, you know, there just aren't enough of us buying these games, giving these new games a chance, which sucks when you think about all the same games that are being made, especially for flat screen. Like, bro, y'all gotta get out and try something new, dude. If more of us play VR, VR could become what it's supposed to be, which is the next evolution of gaming. We gotta get in here and do it. I'm never here to put down VR developers or try to say that I know better than them, because I don't. I am simply a gamer gaming, trying to say what I like to see, what I want to play. But for now, I think that's enough invisible face chin wagging. I'm gonna go ahead and give this the arbitrary SetsVindGaming score, and we're gonna bounce. I gotta get back to earth, you know what I mean? It's gonna be a 7 out of 10 for this one. That 7 out of 10 basically coming from that dialogue.